Okay, hey there guys, so in today's video we're going to be doing a double war again. It's been a little bit since I've done that, but I am still technically trying to catch up, and this first war is going to be pretty quick because it's Ghost and Archangel, and the second war is also a little bit quick, so I figured I could just combine them and I'll get them in a little bit quicker. So I have LVT in this first war, and so Cody and LVT, a little bit of groundwork here. Cody and LVT, especially Cody, had been placing with suicides throughout the season randomly. This is a War 7, no, War 6, and they'd placed with like suicides and recoil and stuff like that a couple times. So we were all convinced this Elsa had suicide, so I had to wait until it got confirmed if she did or didn't. So that's part of why I have Archangel, is because I could have Archangeled this fight, but Ghost was the original assignment. She does not have suicides, because that's why I'm going to use Ghost here. Got prowess. I'm just using the lights just to avoid her power, because she is global, so I wanted to avoid as much power as I could. And I get all the way back up to the SP3 because it's at 200% boost, and Ghost is just a little bit too Ghost sometimes. And now I didn't feel comfortable throwing my SP3 yet, and I was just really confused about what to do at this part of the fight, because I don't like using Ghost SP3, and so I was just kind of like, I'll just use it as kind of a finisher move. And the Elsa gave me not too much of a trouble there, but it was a little bit annoying. And is it here? No, yeah, I just parry and finish. Okay, cool. At least she didn't purify that. Imagine she purifies, parries me, and then kills me. That would have been crazy. Pretty slow because I needed that SP3, right? But yeah, so LVT had done that a couple times throughout the season, so I was convinced Cody had done it again. And I was talking to Cody, and I'm like, so, like, trying to, like, coyly, like, bait it out of him, and he was also being kind of coy. It was pretty funny. So yeah, I just had to wait for that. Going into the next fight, again, same on path 4. I'm using the mediums here to try to take advantage of my Furies and get up to my SP2 a little bit quicker. I'm going to dash back this time to gain my extra Furies, of course, from his poisons actually applying to me. And this fight's going to go a lot faster because of all the debuffs that he actually himself gives. Look how chunky that SP3 is. It's going to do a nice 50k on a Ghost SP3. My mediums would have been doing 18k. So really nice damage for that fight, 23 seconds. Yeah, getting to use Ghost again, because she's not a global ban this season, but she's more often than not banned. And I did have that Ghost war earlier in the season, but that obviously didn't go 100%, where I ended up dying to that one fight. And now here I'm just checking to see if my power back boost is still on. I was wondering if I was going to have to reapply, because I was going so fast. So, hazard shift in 1 I open. I think I took this fight, and I think I told you guys the plan. It's just use lights. Use lights, and it's a nothing fight. Now, the way it can get annoying is if you put cruelties on yourself, you can give him the, it triggers his thing, which then makes it so he steals back power you gain passively. So like Ghost's phase or tech power back boost. But he just dies anyway. It doesn't really matter. It matters a little bit for like your phase. It could get him up to an SP1 or something, but that's not too big of an issue, and it's not realistically going to happen. I'm trying to remember. I think I could have potentially gotten into that fight, but I just figured at this point in the season I had so many 3-minute boosts. Right now I'm actually running a little bit thin on them, but at this point I was so stacked on 3-minute boosts. So I just I'll just pop another, okay. So yeah, I'm just dropping as many hits in a combo as I can, try to get something. I'm like, I have 4, didn't get anything, let's just do it, and 80k crit. Done. Yeah. Ghost when you're on that path 9, ooh, it's so fun. So fun. Oh yeah, that was the other thing for Cody. He placed all shrugging champions. Like it was a shrug or an immune champion. It was really, really funny. And here we got Crustum's Sassy. Talk with him some. Putting on the invul. I really don't need to use an invul for this generally, but you're actually going to see something interesting for this fight. So rank 4, of course, 390 health. I'm trying to remember which pre-fight was it I had for this. I think it's just the White Magneto. Yeah, it's just the White Magneto. But I'm going to leave on the suicides just for the extra damage. I do lose 400 health. I lose 800 health a second for the first little bit of the fight. But the damage boost is a lot, and Sassy is so thick here. Like, here and on boss, he has so much health, it's ridiculous. and my RNG is going a little bit bad here in the middle of the fight. Throughout most of the fight, it's not been like the best. It's not been bad, and I'm playing it really safe there because I don't... When you dash in, it's a pretty short stun due to limber, so it can be a little bit risky sometimes to do. There we go. Finally got a good heavy off. A lot of my heavies for a bit had been really poor RNG, which is really bugging me. Trying to get a poison, but he's just spamming the specials. Gonna throw it right as he enters Wrath. I almost mistimed that really poorly. And now, yeah, he's just gonna spam these specials. So I'm gonna throw my SP2, which is gonna do the trick. He's gonna throw another SP2, but it goes fine. Able to have a lot of distance, and that Sassy goes very, very well. Here is the score for the war. It was 5-1. Really good war from both sides. 5 is very respectable. 5 and 10,000 is far, far from bad. Far, far from bad. And 1 death, of course. Really, really happy with that from us. Fias again on top. Man is an absolute beast. Beast with Kitty. Jeez. But yeah, so this was a really fun war with LVT. They got a lot of good guys there, a lot of fun guys. It's what it is. 5-1, good victory for us. So GG to them, and hopefully they have a good rest of the season. Maybe we match them War 12, I don't know. So if you recognize some of these names, we have TCN for War 7, which is going to be the second part of this double war. So going straight into TCN, I'm going to be on Path 3 with Gallon versus Surfer. Which, Gallon on Path 3 is really safe, really stable champion there. Surfer isn't my favorite fight there, and the only reason he's not my favorite fight to have there is just because Scroll and the champions with the really that have armors are so funny. You just get your 999 so fast. And for this Surfer to really get the armor to then get the power burn and all that stuff, it's a little bit hard. You have to bait out his heavy or his SP1 at just the right time, which not realistic to do in most cases, right? So I'm just going to go in just medium, light, medium. You're just going to do the Gallon fight. I resist a heavy. I don't know why I didn't end up dashing back there. Something weird. Lack of focus, something, I don't know. Baiting out the SP1. Again, I kind of wanted to try to see if I could get an armor up on him, but it's not quite going to happen. He's going to throw it at just the wrong time. That's why I threw up my block there. I was hoping he would go into his heavy, I think. Because I wanted that so that I could actually get up a good planetary mass. Because I'm not liking my planetary mass, but I kind of just need to throw my SP2, so I'm like, shoot, okay, let me just do this. And this is where the fight, I'm going to get a little bit worried here. Because this is not how you want a Gallon fight to go. So I'm like, shoot, throw a combo. I should have thrown SP2. I would have pushed him to SP2, so actually I really shouldn't have thrown it. I did the right move. SP2 on Surfer can get very risky. That unblockable is really, really big. It's really, really bad. So again, just trying to bait this out. Gonna go in for another combo, and I think I'm just gonna drop the heavy. Yeah, because I built up more planetary mass in this second version by a lot than I did. I got up to 999 because he had an armor. 200, boom. So that's kind of what I was trying to do in the first rotation, but that second rotation just really fumbled it. I fumbled that hardcore. Hardcore. And it's an important thing to note for this war that there were some very unfortunate things that happened for Salty. It's not necessarily an excuse for what the score is going to be, but I'll tell you guys, it's not our best war. There were just some things that were happening outside of our control. And it's fine. In the end of the day, this is a game. So yeah. But this fight was not going the best I've ever done this. I was just a little bit sloppy on the parries, which gave me extra power, which messed up my monster mass, which messed up everything else. So I'm able to recover it here, but it was a very, very sloppy start. Still a very, very fast fight, because that's just kind of how this fight goes. But yeah, very sloppy start there for me. Really needed to have that parry a little bit more under control and not get clipped there. Invul and all that go, and it's fine, but do not like how that fight went where I got hit and just all that going on. I know I just said I got hit 5 times, but yes, it's what it is. So null here. I've been using Mole Man so much this season. I'm really liking the rank 4. I'm actually using him again today in War 10 right now. So yeah, really happy with this rank up. It would have been a lot rougher of a season with a rank 3 Mole Man, I can tell you that much. So this Null, yeah, a little mistake there is he's unblockable for a long time there, and I actually accidentally lost all of my monster mass. It's not really an issue, because as you see, I'm just going to parry heavy to build it up, and now that he comes back in, I'm just going to enter monster mash, or whatever it is, rage. Going to get back up to my SP 2.5. Going to throw it. I don't connect on the first hit, so I'm missing a fair bit of power, because it's that first and last hit that are the big ones. I really should have used my Unstoppable and baited to another SP2, because he's now going to use his SP2, but I'm going to get the full dex. I always like getting that full dex. It's a really fun one when you get it off clean. It looks really nice, but I should have taken that on the block like a champ. I didn't have another fight coming up with him. So as you can see, I have a double pre-fight for this one. Thanking the guys. You always got to. Putting on pre-fights is no one's favorite thing. Who wants to bring an Apocalypse to put on a Horseman? You want to bring an Apocalypse to use Apocalypse, right? TCN, so it's a 7-star duped. You got the block pen, which is like the most common one you'll ever see. So this fight actually goes a little bit wonky. So I have the Horseman and the White Magneto. 2 bleeds for a Horseman, a little bit low. Same for not triggering a poison with 2. This is not like bad RNG, it's just not good. 1 bleed. Right, like for a Horseman fight, this is not the best RNG. I'm going to have a Horseman fight, I think in a different war, where I'm going to have some crazy RNG with Horseman. So yeah, this fight, starting to get some really good progress. I'm trying to get him to come in for another one. I want to get up another Neuro or 2. Probably shouldn't use my SP2 there. Now I have the Invul on, so it's okay that I give him the SP3, and it was kind of part of the plan, but really sloppy. I should have thrown the SP1. Ooh, not should have. As I said, I have the Invul on. I know I have my Invul on, so there's no point in not letting him. The only issue with this SP3 is if this war comes down to time. And I resist another heavy. I resisted 2 heavies in this war. Right there, I was just like, bundle up, deal with it. So 3 to 8. 3 for TCN. Not the best performance they've ever done, but 3 is very, very respectable. 8 by us. Again, 8's not the worst you can do, but especially after you see like the LVT war and a couple other wars that we've won or kept close or just knowing Salty's past. 8 is a fair few, and it's really unlucky. There were just some things going on, and then it just kind of spiraled a little bit, but this one wasn't too bad. 8 deaths, we take those, you know. TCN's a very, very strong alliance, and not much you can do sometimes. Sometimes it's just going to be how it is. And I hope your guys' final week of war goes well, and that you're dealing with all of Kabam's bugs as best as you can, the good and the bad ones. And I'll be seeing you guys soon. Bye.